Welcome to Sunday with Mike. On today's show, I'm going to throw out my normal format and talk about how important photography is to your business. Why is it so important? Well, I'll explain all that right after the break. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee and I'll be right back.
Top Hits USA from RPM. Our name says it all. Get the latest hits while they're the hottest. With Top Hits USA, you'll have the track for sure. Visit tophitsusa.com or call 800-521-2537 and get a free demo.
Welcome back. How can photography help your DJ business? Well, there's an old saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I believe that that's true. My clients tell me over and over again, it helps them to make decisions. Today's clients are generally multitasking, in a hurry, and a picture only takes a moment to lock that image in. So what products or services do you offer? Since you're a DJ, what about a picture of your setup in the venue the client has rented? Wouldn't that be helpful for them to visualize you for their event? Of course it would, especially if it's a neat, impressive setup with you standing behind your table with the appropriate attire for that kind of event. Since most clients secure their venue when it's not all dressed up for an event, I have had many clients thank me for providing past event photos so they could get some ideas of what they liked and didn't like for their actual venue. What about uplighting? If you offer any uplighting services, high-quality photos will go a long way to help convince your clients they want this service. Be sure that you have plenty of photos with different colors so they can more easily visualize the look for their event. And by the way, this is one of the hardest photos that I have ever tried to capture. It's best to buy these from your photographer. Do you offer monograms? In my opinion, this one is hard to sell without plenty of photos. Having a lot of examples on your website goes a really long way toward pre-selling the concept, and it's an easy way to discuss certain looks with a client by referencing a certain photo on your website while you're on the phone with them. What about photo booths? If you offer these services, photos can go a really long way towards helping showcase your services and what it would look like at a real event. Be sure to include actual setups with your props and a finished look so that your clients can visualize this for their event. Many people think the photo booth begins after you're actually in the photo booth, the fun. The truth is, we capture some of our best photos of people after they've put on their props, but they're waiting in line to get into the booth. People love to have fun, and this is what a photo booth is all about. But you'll have to capture those moments when they happen and have those photos available to show potential clients. So let's talk about photos in general. Where do you get them? Many times you can purchase them from the photographer at the event. While this is not the cheapest method, you will generally get great photos that can be used over and over again. There is one catch. While the photographer does own the images, most of the time these are private events. The photographer is a paid vendor just as you are. So the safest course of action would be to get written permission from your mutual client to use those pictures, no matter who took them. This way you'll never have to worry about upsetting a client because you shared their event photos, or worse, get sued. So step one is to obtain written permission from each client before you use the photos from their event. Then you're free to use the photos or any that you might get from someone else, including the photographer. All right, so now what? Well, you'll want to share those photos where you think it will help your business the most. Social media, websites, brochures, emails, client meetings, etc. If you've got any of the photos from a photographer, be sure to talk to them about giving them credit for the photos. What I mean by this is just because you purchase them doesn't mean that you don't have to give credit to the photographer. This can be a really touchy area, and my advice is to actually bring it up and discuss it with them to avoid any misunderstandings. Many times they would appreciate it, but it's not required. Other times you must give them credit anywhere you use the image. Every photographer is different, and this is why you need to discuss it and not assume anything. Here's another tip. If anyone, including a photographer, gives you a photo without any charges, don't even ask about the photo credit because you're going to give them credit anyway, right? Sure. Of course you are. You might even post a link with the credit to their website because you're so excited about your free gift from them that you want to make sure they get full credit for their work. Another place to get photos is your own camera. But most DJs don't own a high-quality camera, and you should purchase the best camera that you can afford. There will be times where you simply can't get the photos you need any other way. You can also watch online videos on basic photography. I would also recommend buying the Photography for Dummies book to get you started. Photography is not as simple as it looks, and the more you learn about photography, the more you will appreciate those high-quality photos from photographers. The really good ones can take some amazing photos. Photos can also be helpful in an email, but be sure to reduce the size to something like 800 wide by whatever high and 72 dpi. That's dots per inch. In my experience, this size works very well for desktop and mobile devices, and they load quickly. This gives your client the look you want to show them without long waiting times on downloads. And while I'm on this subject, be mindful that not everyone has unlimited data. Every time you send someone a photo that they didn't ask you for, you could be costing them money. So keep it down to a minimum to make your point. Or better yet, ask them before sending any photos at all. Something really simple like, would you like to see a few sample photos I have? Will go a really long way towards earning the respect of your client.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
So that's my show for today. I hope you've learned some new things and will share the show's link with your friends so it can help them too. Be sure to share your thoughts on this show in the comments section down below, and don't forget to give us that thumbs up. If you would like to check out some past shows, I've included the link to all of them below. It's also a handy way to check out the show on Sunday as it comes out. If you have any suggestions for a future show, please get in touch with me by Facebook, Twitter, or email. We'll post those links down below as well. So until next Sunday, my name is Mike Schnauder. Be safe, and thanks for watching.